I love this. I love this music so much that I bought this game. Hey, what's up? My name is Marco. I'm a pro opera singer turned voice actor. Today we're going to be listening to Cestus Metallicon from Warhammer 40k Mechanicus. When we listen to this, we have this distant sounding thing. It's not dissimilar to Gregorian chant that you would hear in a church, or you hear the priest saying, it has that twinge of that mechanical sound that we've come to understand of the priests. And I've read so many of these comments, but whenever I get to actually listen to these tracks, the comments just go out the window. You hear that sort of diabolical, unholy nature of the machine-loving Mechanicus priests, and it really comes across. It's almost like they're all chanting in a church made of metal and stuff, and it's really powerful. Listen to the deformity here. These people are now formed with mechanical body parts, and they are, they've changed their shape, and their humanity is sort of gone. They are left with this sort of dilapidated version of themselves that's mechanical. There's a twinge of shift in there, and we hear that sort of mechanical sound quality and feature in their vocalism. It's very cool. Listen to the organ! Oh my god. I want to point out two things to you. One is, imagine that you were in a dark room and you open a door, right? And you hear this in the distance. You enter into this dilapidated church, let's say, and you hear this from the outside. You hear this, first of all, why would you go in? Whatever. You live your life. And you turn a corner and it gets louder. And then the organ starts to play. It's dark. There's like wires everywhere. And you start to walk in, and all of a sudden you get this incredible bad feeling that right here on your shoulder. I'm fine. Obviously, I haven't started the game yet because I want to do that on stream and watch the opening cutscene for one of these videos. But as you walk in, unless I've already done that, and this is in the future, and this video comes out after that. But so you walk in, and there's these green hues, and it gets the real sense of fear. And there's an unholy, I know I mention that every time, and I know the comments always point this out, this real feeling of dis-ease that comes over me when I listen to this music, but in a very like epically badass sort of way. Like I would sit there and I would work out with this music because it's so incredibly powerful in its subtlety. And this is the thing that we don't really see in video game music generally. Let me go on a rant here for about 10 seconds. We don't really see this kind of subtlety in any music, let alone video game music. Certainly not. We're always looking for a melody. This is literally music in the background. It hits you in such a way that it's like, God, it lights me up. And it's so rooted in Gregorian chant. I mean, it's and I want to bring up one other point. We hear this sort of clanging. Obviously, that's that mechanical quality. We have that vocalism. That's the bottom layer. We have this like sort of pulled back reverb that puts us away. It makes us sound like we're 1,000 feet out. It makes us sound like there's about 1,000 of us in a room, right? We're all chanting. Then on top of that, you have this organ, and the organ is synonymous with religious fanaticism and praying to the machine god and all these other things. Those are the things I've read from your comments, right? Then over top we have this ting clanging noise, which is again highlighting that mechanical aspect of this. I mean, this is like a beautiful Warhammer Mechanicus sandwich of sound, and it's sonorous, it's powerful, and it's invigorating and terrifying, but also like incredibly majestically beautiful at the same time. Oh my god, that is so cool too, because you hear how as the track goes on, when we get to minute 2 and 40 seconds, last 10 seconds of this song, there's a degradation of the vocal line, and it almost melts away, and all we're left with clang, right? The machine element of this. That is absolutely dope as hell. That is so cool. I'm entranced with this music, and I am really looking forward to exploring all of this with you. I'm really hooked on this series. Warhammer in general, all thanks to Darktide, actually, it's really opened my eyes to the Warhammer universe, almost considering getting into figurines to get myself away from the computer. I'm really excited. I could talk about Warhammer for another couple hours on this one video, but I'm going to move on. If you like this sort of stuff, feel free to like, subscribe. There's links in the About section if you want to support the channel. And as always, thanks a ton, and I'll talk to you later. See ya.